Hey everybody. That is my favorite intro video, and I got headphones on, so it sounds like I'm in a movie theater. So that is by far the best. So I made it just to have a little fun with you, but I actually dig it. So
Yeah.
that's my favorite, and I see the goat's already on here. So how was your weekend?
I had a good weekend. Last week I had to take my dad for his follow-up appointment for he had a stroke a while back, and so we're following up with that. Things were good with that. And then of course I went out with Craig and Renee and Dylan, and we had some
Yeah.
winter fun.
And when you went out with those guys, I know that I heard through the grapevine you went to the place closest to home,
Yeah.
and so that was
Yeah,
kind of
right
fun.
next to here. Yeah.
Right next door. And you know you're from Minnesota when you go to a bar an hour from home in a blizzard. And that's just normal and nobody thinks anything of it. That's the
Mhm.
that's the best.
Mhm. Good time.
Yeah, I miss those days. I mean, you guys all have sober cabs. When I was a young man, we used to just go to the bar and then we didn't have a sober cab, so somebody had to drive home that hour, and it was just hell. But
Yeah.
we
That's how it
survived
used
it.
to be.
Yeah, exactly. Things have changed a little bit now. So who drove, Craig or Dylan?
Craig did.
So that tells you how much Craig doesn't trust Dylan's driving. The guy literally drives for a living and does not drink. And you go to a bar an hour away, Craig's like, "No, I'll drive."
I'll drive. Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe we should all pitch in on a big box truck for Dylan to drive around at events, so he feels
That's a good
comfortable.
idea.
Yeah, and then he would feel comfortable. You can get those beat up, used
Yeah.
UPS trucks for next to nothing, scrap cost.
Our old plumbing trucks, they offer to give me all the time. He can have one of those.
I think we should just take what next time they offer you one of those, hit me up because we might paint that thing up for like a
Monster.
monster. Yeah, monster mobile. We could paint
Yeah,
it up for like a monster mobile, and
we can do that.
that just makes me want to do really crazy things though. Because I always thought it'd be fun to get a tattoo in the back of a box truck while it's driving down the road. So I think
I
we
think
get a
that's a good
generator and
idea.
a tattoo guy and go for a little drive and get monster tattoos while we're going down the road. So
Yeah, I'm
I think,
game for that. That sounds like fun.
yeah, they did on Jackass. It looked relatively
I
painless.
I think we can do it. Yeah.
Years ago, I was going to a clubhouse and they were going to do that. And then they had a problem. So I've always wanted to do it. That's been probably 10, 12 years ago. They were going to do that. They were going to have a party, and that was mandatory. If you went to the party, you had to get a tattoo in the box truck. So I thought that would have been pretty good. But
That sounds like fun.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, Renee could definitely paint the monster mobile. So
Yeah.
he was asking if Renee could paint it. She'd definitely paint it. I mean, the mural's still there. You guys painted that. You definitely paint a truck.
Yep.
And see,
Exactly.
and then as people see it, they tag it. They take their own spray paint. And one side we can have Renee do, and the other side we can just have monsters do as they see it. So
It's a good
that'd be
idea.
pretty good. Gavin will give a couple tattoos out in the back of a box truck for sure.
I think so. Yeah. He's pretty good at tattoos and paintings. So yeah.
Yeah, he's got it all covered. So
He does. I think he could do either one or both.
yeah, Gavin's painting is pretty awesome today. He was they had 50 spots up and it filled up pretty quick. And I don't know how many spots Brandy bought, but she bought enough to win it. So it was at least one.
I don't think she bought very many. She was pretty lucky. That's awesome.
I had 5 spots and I was hoping Riot was going to win that one, but I didn't. So keep trying.
Maybe
Keep trying.
next.
But that kind of called to me. I don't know. Maybe it's my newfound ways of doing things. But it called to me. I wanted that one, but
I think a lot of people did.
yeah, that was like some of those things just kind of hit a home run. That was definitely it. So that was what is this? What did that say, Dylan? Sorry, I was just looking at Dylan's thing, and then I tried to get her out selling Hunter Biden's. Yeah, that's about it too. But that's all good. But that was awesome. And Gavin, I thought I was pretty impressed with him because he is, wanting to buy some Legos in Denmark at the Lego house.
Yeah.
Evidently, there's certain Legos you can only get there. So I thought it was pretty cool that he took it, got the painting,
Initiative. Yeah.
did the paintings, and thought I want to raise some money to get some Legos. So I think he's going to. I think
He's going to have money.
I think he's going to make enough to buy his Legos, and then some. That was pretty awesome. But I've just spent the weekend around the house getting some crap done. The wife and the daughter Taylor went back to. They went to Denver, so Amy's gone. I don't know, is she even on here? I don't know if she's.
Yep, I think I saw.
All right. Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah. So she's in Colorado. So couple hour time change. So I got the house to myself, and I've promptly destroyed it because I was looking for some things I need for next week, and I wasn't having luck finding it, but I am having great luck at totally tearing the whole house apart. So that I'm pretty good at, and my wife knows me pretty well because she says, "Where have you been looking?" And I said, "I looked in the basement, the attic, and a few other places." She goes, "Oh, how many side quests have you been on?" And I said, "Well, a couple, I was doing this." And then I'm like, "Well, the Christmas things need to come down. I might as well bring the bins up, take that down." So I don't know. My brain isn't right. So what are you going to do? But I am getting ready for the geo hunt. I'm testing out a few things because everybody's going to need a shovel. I think they're going to need a shovel, some way to dig a little bit. Nothing is dug down that deep, but I used a shovel like this to bury some of them. So I thought this was kind of cool. So I think I might have some stickers made up. I put one of the monster stickers on the back, and I think that's kind of cool to have. So and then as people take pictures, so I'm either going to use this sticker or maybe change it a little bit and go with Monster Geo Hunt. I am a hunter or something like that. That you might not have unless you're somebody actually doing the hunting. So this is the kind of shovel you're going to need, but don't go out and buy one yet because I'm kind of kicking around just getting a bunch of these and including them in the pack. And I like the little kids versions, the little plastic ones, but I don't know if they'll hold up good enough with everybody's roughneck ways. So these are $4 at Home Depot. So if nothing else, these might be in your box as well because I kind of like how the sticker.
I like that. That looks really nice.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. And then when you're done, it'll be a good keepsake.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of fun. I want to know who's going to go up there and get that coin in the Dalton Highway too. Maybe I'll go back up there and get it myself. That'd be pretty cool to there's about the only coin I'd go back for would be the Dalton Highway. So if nobody has it by August, I might take a little trip and see how fast I can get up to the Dalton Highway. But I don't want to go in August. It was rainy up there and it sucks that time of year. So if you're going to go up there, I would go in May or June. That's my advice to anybody that went. That's what I was told, that you should go up there, and that time of year the roads are much better. So that's it. That's really all I got. I'm just working on some things. I'm getting caught up. We got the crazy ladies. Their stickers came in.
Oh,
so
nice.
We got Star and Rollo. Their stickers came. I got stickers, bracelets, cards. I think the cards are here too. But waiting for a couple of things. But there's some stickers, the first round of stickers. I don't know why when you hold that up, it looks yellow, but it is definitely red. I got to get the angle right. So anyhow, what the heck was that, man? Thing is dinging. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, so that's all I got. I got a little background noise. Is that my phone? Can anybody else hear
I don't hear it. I don't know if anybody else does. I don't hear it. Do you?
It's probably mine. I don't know. Something.
Anybody else hear it? I don't hear it.
Yeah, and I did want to say this is I had to look all over for my hat because I don't wear a lot of hats, but I've been wearing this one all over. If you guys see this hat, can you see that good? Because I don't have my glasses on now.
Yep.
Yeah, but it got a little dirty, but this is a badass hat. Craig made me this hat and then sent it over when we got he sent the beanies. He sent me this one-off hat. So I've really been digging it. And I really think that I think that looks so cool. So this hat is going to be available as soon as he knocks out a bunch. So stay tuned on that. We're going to have a bunch of these hats, and then we're going to have some variations of these hats for the future, because on this side, I think we're going to put the M79 logo right here, and then we'll just kind of have this will be our hat, and then there'll be some variations of the hat for specific events. So that was my big news for the week, unless I'm missing something, but I think that's all I got. Yeah, Jason says he hears that too.
I know, that's what I'm sitting here trying to listen. Some say they hear it, some say they don't. I don't know. I don't hear it. The goat hears something.
Yeah, but like when I'm quiet, maybe it's my microphone, because when I was quiet, I didn't really hear it. And then as soon as I start talking, I hear it again. So how was that? Better?
I'm not here. Renee don't hear it.
All right, good. So that's probably just mine. But I really do dig these hats. Craig, I think you did a great job on it. There's the beanie and there's the hat. They're both going to be on the website shortly, and we'll be all good to go. So, and as far as touching on the events, one thing I did want to say, we got most of our events are posted. We got the Geo Hunt and the M79, and everything is designed to end on the 12th of September. So we're up there for the Monster Bash, and then we're going to crash the party on the 13th. But the hotel stuff, that's going to be released. So don't book any hotels, because the last thing I want to do is have anybody book a bunch of hotels. And then as we go to block off rooms, it raises the rates for everybody, because that's how they do it, is based on how busy the weekend is and everything like that. So if it's going to be in Brainerd, close to Wild Ass, but we're still working with a couple hotels to get the best rates they have for the kids and the most going on. So that's what we're going to do. We got a full week of schedules put together, but we're going to take the kids out and do a little shooting. So we're going to go shooting during the week. And so if anybody comes up early, they can come up and do that. So, all right, I'll let you get on with the news. And then if I got anything, usually when you talk, it sparks my memory. You
can butt in.
Yeah, then I'm just like, I don't have any idea. So then when you say something, I'm like, oh, that's right.
Squirrel.
Yeah, exactly. I need to work on medication that keeps me dialed in properly. But my problem is they give me medication and I forget to take it because of, that's how it works. So anyhow, all right, what you got?
Awesome. Okay, so for Hero News, Alfie and Jack, they came to the U.S. for their treatments in Florida. That all went well. It was a quick trip for them, in and out, but went good.
That's a way fast trip. They're already home. Like they were here on Thursday, gone on Sunday, and back to doing shit on Monday. I'm like, no, thank you. Like that's too far. I don't want to go to the Central Time Zone and be back on the weekend like that and back at it. So they're crazy. I heard it went good.
It went good. I don't know if anybody saw the pictures. They had showed the pictures of the boys getting their treatments and that. They go through a whole lot, but it's important that they have those treatments. So
it's so important, because that stem cell treatment they get, that affects everybody differently. And some people, I've heard doesn't do much. Other people, it keeps them incredibly well and good. And I don't know, the science behind anything, but I do know that when Jack started that treatment, his heart was debilitated down. And after he started that, his heart came back. So that's worth it in my book right there. So
it is.
And the pioneer of that, when I met him, he had wished he'd started it earlier. So I don't know. I think it definitely works. So, it's definitely worthwhile. So that's pretty awesome that they could get over here and do it.
Yeah, that's really important for them. They'll be back in May, I think around May 10th. They'll be back for their next treatments.
Awesome.
For that.
May 10th. I felt bad I couldn't get down there, so I'm going to try to figure that out for May when they come. See if I can't sneak down there for the weekend.
Yeah. So now they're back home and getting back at school and back with their friends. So that's their deal.
Awesome.
Yeah. And Gavin, of course, I'm sure everybody's seeing Gavin is doing his paintings and making money and trying to make money for his Denmark trip and making money for Legos. He wants to buy some Legos there. So he's excited
Yeah.
about that.
And it looks like he'll be doing it. He'll be making plenty to buy some whatever Legos he's after. So that's pretty good.
I think it'll be, especially today. Today's when, well, I'm sure all of them will be at ones everybody wants, but yeah, today was made him quite a bit of money.
Yeah, exactly. I think he sold 52 spots, so 600 and some bucks for what's that equal out to over 650. That's pretty good for whipping smart work out. So nice work, Gav.
Yeah, Mom was saying that January was kind of slow, but February is going to be a whirlwind for them. They have February. Let me see, the 7th. The 6th, they go down by Dallas for a second opinion before they figure out what they're going to do with that gene treatment. He's got a second opinion doctor he sees down there who's a guru at this, so they're going to go there. On the 7th, he's got a cardio appointment. And then the 13th through the 16th, he goes to Delaware for the cardiologist study. And then Friday, then the 21st to the 24th, he swims with the manatees with Riot. So that'll be a good time.
That's going to be pretty awesome.
Yes.
I wanted to do it during the summer, but then when I looked up the manatee, it's way better to do it now. So November to the end of March is the best time for the manatee, I guess. And evidently it's like there's some springs there. When the water's colder, they move into where it is. They're just easier to see. So I guess they're into where these springs are because they like water that's 72 degrees. So they come into this river and that's where it's at. But I'm going to be posting up a link because we have 12 people right now that are going down. Jackson's family is coming down and Gavin's family. And then my wife and I are going, and Frosty and Chad are coming. And so I think what I'm going to do is just put it up to people and tell people, if you want to go, this is what we're doing. And if you want to meet us, that's fine. And if not, that's fine. You'll have to just get a hotel. We got an Airbnb and it's full, but we'll be there for the weekend. It's kind of quick. Going to go down there on Friday and come back on Sunday. So it'll be kind of fun. But if people want to go, because I booked 2 the morning things, but if somebody books the next one, I got 7 and 7:30 booked right now for 6. They go with 6 people, up to 6 people, but you can book the 8, 9, 10 and go do it. Kind of, we'll be out at the same time then. Just I'm sure they take you different places or something, but just an option if people want to do it. If people want to join us down there, I thought it'd be kind of fun. There's plenty of hotel rooms around there. It's only an hour north of Tampa, and it's in Crystal River or something like that. So Crystal something. So anyhow, I'm going to put that out this week, and if you want to join us, fine. And if not, that's fine too. But it's gonna be pretty fun.
That's awesome. Sounds like a good time.
And that noise is driving me absolutely crazy. And I'm not sure if it's my microphone, but I'm gonna switch my. You can go ahead and continue. I'm just gonna switch this off.
Okay. Okay. Drew is catching up on some school before the end of the period, and he's getting ready for his DMD clinic that he's got coming up on Thursday. Kind of a crappy day for him, so we wish Drew well for that because he doesn't like that day on Thursday. So
no, I can see why. That would be no fun.
Yeah. So that's all I got. Right? What's that?
Can you hear it all right? I think I got this turned off, so it's not on.
Yeah, I can hear you fine
on the microphone.
Okay. Mr. Turbo, I have news on him that you ordered his track system for his room. We're
Yes.
installing that the beginning of February, so that's going to be pretty awesome for him.
Yeah, the track system, that was what he wanted for part of his Christmas present. And we looked at this before a couple years ago for Turbo, and now he's wanting it and he's ready for it. And that is the track system we're talking about is mounts above his bed, and it basically it can be in a harness, and then he can be picked up and moved from the bed to his chair or just somewhere else, and he can do that on his own, so he doesn't have to have somebody pick him up or have to use the lift that we got to move him. So it just allows him to get himself out of bed is really what it does. So I don't know, they're pretty cool, and it's a pretty it's gonna be really nice for him. So we found a good place that's doing it, and they're gonna install it in a month. So pretty excited about that.
That's awesome. And then also we got a storage unit for his Hot Wheels collection. That's pretty epic.
That's why you're in charge of news, because I don't remember the things that I did. So that's what I was doing last week. I knew I was doing something productive.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
Turbo's room is like I met Turbo when he moved into his room, and his room was pretty empty, and he thought it looked kind of bare. Well, that was a few monsters ago, thousands of miles ago, and now Turbo is in full swing with everybody. So his room is full. He has Hot Wheel cars everywhere. He wants to go to some shows and do some things. So the monsters secured him a climate controlled storage unit, so he can go indoors and hang out there. So it's really going to be a man cave / storage unit. So, like I say, it's indoors. It's, take an elevator up to the 3rd floor, and, he can unlock his thing and hang out there and organize, spend time doing his Hot Wheels, getting him ready for shows, whatever he's going to take. If he wants to take them, sell them, trade them, do whatever. So this is going to give him a place to have everything and keep it all organized. So I think it's going to be pretty cool.
That's going to be pretty epic. He probably won't need these then, huh? I've had these.
I have a Hot Wheel behind me to send them to. He doesn't have any room, but I keep finding things to send him.
Watching for him, yeah, and it's like Dylan found those, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta get those." And yeah, they've been sitting here for a bit. We gotta get them sent to him. And then when you said that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, he needs a." Yeah.
But
storage unit for his Hot Wheels. That's awesome.
He does need it. He does need it. And and plus it just gives it a good excuse to get out of the house. Like, he has to get out of the house, go to a storage unit, putz around in there, go do something. So
organize them, play with them. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it'll be a lot of fun for him. So I'm pretty excited for him to get that unit and be all good to go. So I was happy we were able to do that. So I thank everybody for helping us out with the Christmas and every other fundraiser, anything we got going on. This is the random stuff that comes up that the kids need that costs a lot of money. Put those track systems in. They're not cheap at all. And to do that, how important it is makes it way worthwhile, but people just can't afford that kind of stuff without our help. So it's pretty awesome. I thank everybody for getting behind everything we do, because it really matters. And when Turbo was doing a video where he can get himself out of bed for the first time in maybe years, that he could get himself out and get himself in the chair and get himself, out to the room, whatever, on his own. It might not sound like much to some people, but
oh yeah, that's huge.
It's huge when when you're like that. So that's pretty cool. So I'm really happy we could do that. So pretty excited to see him be so popular that he needs a storage room. I think that's such a fun problem to have, that he's so popular. He's got to get a storage unit to put all his shit that people send him. So awesome. I'm glad you had that in your news, so I'd remember it.
That's awesome.
that is pretty good. So total independence. That is would be give him some independence. He can get in the chair, get out, he can go anywhere he wants to go. So be perfect now. Be
I love it.
Awesome. Cool. Anything else I forgot?
I have that it's Honor Week and the Crazy Ladies are on day 13.
Yeah, the two crazy ladies. It's funny how things work. Honor came to me a few years back and said she wanted to ride every day of the year in 2023. And I was like, what? You know, I was dumbfounded because that to me sounded like it would be like somebody asking me, hey man, next weekend can we go take a trip to the moon? You know, it's like, yeah, I can kind of fathom how that might be done, but I have no idea how to actually execute it. You know, and that's what it was like when Honor came. And then you fast forward and Loco comes and he wants to do a year of it. And I'm like, man, there's two people with the same brain injury. I'm not even sure how that's possible. And now, you know, Rolo and Star come with two more, and now we got two that want to do it. So it's grown into something that's so epic. It's just pretty badass. You know, see what Honor. So Honor's week is just in honor of what she started. You know, and it's just riding 1 week. You can ride a mile every day. You can ride 1,000 miles every day. Whatever you want to do. You can ride 1,500 miles a day. You know, it doesn't matter to us one way or the other. It's just an honor of honor roll, you know, having a set time where you have to be disciplined enough to go out and do it. And it's just crazy. So, and you're probably right. I don't blame Loco, especially for being on vacation from riding. I am on vacation from riding. My motorcycle is not moved. I took it out on the 1st and rode it over to a bar, and that was it. And now it's back in the shop, and I'm going to take it to the dealer next week or this week. I don't really know, but that's it. But so mine is definitely parked, and I don't blame Loco. I look at Denise. We have snow up here in the north, so, and she's got like a foot of snow at her house. It's like total insanity. So she's killing it, man. I don't know, I guess everybody's got their specialty, but that lady can ride, and she can ride in any weather. So they were literally plowing the snow out of the driveway so she'd get a motorcycle out. And I don't know, you got to have balls of steel to take a street bike out on a snowy driveway. You know, that in its own is not easy to do. So it's pretty cool. And they got snow down in Mississippi. You know, Taco just commented down there, and my kid lives down not far from Taco, and you know, they had more snow at their house than I have at my house. So I thought that was pretty crazy. So it's pretty good. But that's really awesome that those girls are continuing that on and rocking it out. So it's going to be a great year.
That's awesome.
Super awesome. So yeah, what else you got? Anything else?
That's all I got, unless I forgot something.
I don't know. You forgot something. I'm not going to be the one to remember because I don't remember until you remember. And if you don't remember, then I don't have to worry about remembering. I told Craig earlier, I said, I have a really good memory. The son of a bitch is just short. I can remember everything. It's just not for very long. So that's it. And let's see.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, no, that's still coming up for the Give Butter. I got to work out a couple kinks because I'm trying to set up the Give Butter for the Geo Hunt, because we're incorporating who sponsors you into them winning as well. So I'm getting all that dialed in, and I think I'll have it done probably next week. So it should be good to go, because we're going to have all kinds of little twists to the Geo Hunt, and they're all going to go off of who sponsors you. So Mooney's on here. So if Mooney, let's say there's 8 people that have sponsored him and donated so far to Mooney, and Mooney finds the first coin. Anybody who donated to Mooney, when he finds that coin, at the end of that day, anybody that donated is going to be up for, we're going to spin the wheel, and they're going to win a coin. So there's going to be a bunch of coins that go out to people who didn't hunt, but they donated. So then there's going to be prizes. They're going to be eligible for the prizes at the end as well. So that's pretty cool. So a bunch of fun stuff like that. Hey Jackson, I can't wait to go swimming with the sea cows with you. I think that sea cow thing is going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, I'll bet it will be.
I don't know that much about them, but Gavin's always wanted to go, so I thought, well, we'll do it for Christmas, and then I thought that's a good thing for a 5-year-old kid to do as well. So we're gonna plow him in it. And I think we're gonna do it again because I didn't have a chance to get it hooked up with Elfie and Jack for coming home with their
I was
treatments.
going to ask you that because I knew Elfie wanted to go, but okay.
Yeah, I just couldn't swing it going that late in the year. So I'll wait until the back end and we'll do it again. And we'll go up there from when they're in Florida and I'll book it for, I got to talk to them and figure out. So I think we'll be doing it again, probably late next fall, like November-ish or maybe even December. So
we
something
can plan
like
that one.
Yeah. When they come for a treatments, like it worked out in January this time. So if it's January next year, I think we'll do it next year at the same time.
Okay.
So, oh, look at that. My friend is in Vietnam and she takes the time to get on the show. I don't know what the hell time it is in Vietnam, but I wonder,
cool.
I wish she could come on live. I want her to say, "Good morning, Vietnam," live from Vietnam. So Sherry, you or Jay, like if I get you on live, I don't know how to do that, but if I get you on live with your spotty service, her husband Jay. It'd be awesome to be like, "Good morning." So that's pretty cool. I enjoyed your trip over to Vietnam. That's on one of my places I want to go. There's not a whole lot of places I want to go when Amy retires, but that is one of the places I would like to go check out. So I can't wait to hear the story. And if everybody remembers, that's the girl who showed up at the Maze weekend.
Yeah,
I graduated with her, and I had no idea she was coming to the Maze. And I turned around, she was standing right in front of me, and it was so funny because she's standing right in front of me, like literally 3 feet in front of me. But right behind her, there was a girl taking pictures. I'll never forget it because my security brain won't. Like I'll look right past the obvious to look at the little strange thing off in the distance. But I was like, why is this person like so adamant about taking pictures? And I'm like just staring at this girl taking pictures, and she's taking pictures of my reaction to the girl right in front of me that I don't even notice because the girl's taking pictures. But that was Sherry. It's 8:30 in the morning in Vietnam.
It is morning.
Yeah. So when I said good morning Vietnam, I hit that right on the head. Like I knew what I was talking about. So that's pretty awesome. But her Facebook is awesome because they do a lot of travel and they got some really cool pictures on there. And I love to live through other people's travels. I like to watch it. Not Paco is down in New Zealand right now. And so I love looking at the pictures and checking it out. So is pretty funny. Yeah, she's got to figure out how to go live. I don't know if I could invite her onto here. I don't know how this is going to work when I'm doing all this at the same time. Probably not. Copy. Messenger. Oops. No, I just lost you. So bear with me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
They'll start bailing like Curry now. I'm like, he's wasting more time. There, I'll see if she gets this. So Sherry, I just sent you an invitation to come on here from Vietnam, just so I can hear you say good morning Vietnam one time. So there we go. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I did send it to you. So if you get that, we'll give it a couple more minutes. And that's all. It is not even that wintry here. We have a little bit of snow, but it was like 40-some degrees today. What's the temperature at your place?
Probably, it was 1 below, 5 below.
Nice. Oh, well, enjoy your winter.
Yeah, see?
Oh, God. It's
very wintry outside.
Yeah. When I left Minnesota, I thought all northern tier states had shitty weather like that. And then I got to Jersey and I'm like, they don't really have winter here. Like what I considered winter,
Winter.
like
Yeah.
if it doesn't get to 20 below, do you really get winter?
Nah.
And I brought all my winter clothes back to Minnesota and just left them there when my dad still lived there because didn't really need anything, you know. At
Yeah, I
here
wonder
at
how do
all.
you live like that? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
warm today compared to what it's been. I work at a plumbing place, well, heating and plumbing, and it's been just frozen cabin after no heat calls and busted pipes and frozen sewers and yeah, that's my
Yeah.
life lately.
And especially when some people like you're getting really cold weather, but you've had some pretty lax winters,
It's been
and
really
then all of a
nice.
sudden,
Yeah.
and then people get lazy. That's what happens when you get that. They get a little lazy, and then they don't winterize shit quite as good. They're not,
Yeah. Or they
you're not.
haven't yet. And they're like,
Yeah,
oh crap, I thought I had time. Well, it's
yeah,
January. Yeah.
yeah. See, the old days, you'd have that done by Halloween, or
Yeah. Or
you'd
you're in
have
trouble.
I
Yeah.
had frozen pipes here at my house, at my pool house. I never did it until Thanksgiving. And then one year deer hunting, it was cold here and froze my pipes and was leaking water all over the place. And of course, I'm somewhere else. Let's see.
It's not happening, I don't think. You'd have to invite me.
Yeah, I sent you a thing, Sherry, but I don't know. I guess it's on Messenger. Look on Messenger. If you can get the Messenger, look on Messenger and see if you got an invite to come on. If not, then that's all right too. So, but I'm really glad I don't have to ride 100,000 miles this year because I'm not in the mood to go out in this cold and snow. When, I don't have a ton of snow here, but there's just enough that my driveway is ice, and I gotta go. You got to go downhill and uphill to get out of my driveway. I have a 90-degree corner in it. You got to go downhill to the 90 and then turn and go uphill. So it's pretty nice, when it's snowy out to get out. And Amy hates it when I ride my motorcycle in the snow. She got mad at me once, so I tried to limit that. Not at all.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I'm ready for bike week. Anybody going down to bike week this year? You guys are going, right? Yes. When are you guys going? Because I know last time you went, I missed you guys. Like you pulled in and I was pulling out. Do you know when
you know
you're
where
going?
we're going?
We were heading down there Saturday.
Probably Saturday, the Saturday that it starts. Oh, here she is. The
Perfect.
Saturday.
Here we go. Let's bring her on.
Okay.
Good
Hey!
morning, Vietnam.
That's awesome.
I love
How you
it.
doing,
Jay's a
Jay?
little confused.
Yeah, how's your jet lag? It's here they are over in Vietnam. Like, do you guys? I wanted to ask. I was going to ask you on your Facebook post, but I didn't. Are you over there for any reason other than just seeing Vietnam, or did you have relatives that served over there and you're going there for that reason? Because I know you guys are like crazy military family, so I didn't know if there's a certain reason.
We came over here largely because we were in Thailand for 5 weeks last year, and we ran into multiple couples that just raved about Vietnam, and we had to check it out ourselves and see firsthand. So we're in the process of doing that.
Our flight benefit ends this August, so we're trying to get as many more big flights in that we can, that we know we wouldn't be able to afford otherwise.
Yeah.
And this one was something he really wanted to do, and I didn't really. I mean, I never dreamt of going anywhere, so I'm like, sure, take me wherever you want.
That's so funny because I can totally relate to that. And that must be our St. Francis mentality. Like I was fine going to Anoka. Like that was my
Seriously.
yeah, we can go down there and cruise up down Main Street. And I had a big weekend out, So then I did the same thing. I got married and Amy took me outside of my comfort zone. I was like, oh, damn, the world's really big and there's some cool shit to see.
What? There's more than the Anoka Fairgrounds?
Yeah, exactly. So that's really awesome though, because I would love to go to Vietnam. Like I had my uncle served in Vietnam. I've had obviously a bunch of friends and relatives that served in Vietnam. So I'd like to see it just because I want to see you heard stories and you see the movies. I'd like to see the lay of the land and just kind of and just see what it's about, just step foot on it. So I'm jealous you guys are there, and I'm living vicariously through your trip. So it's pretty awesome.
The culture has been pretty crazy, to experience, and their food. Like one minute you're like, oh my God, this is so good. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, my mouth is on fire.
Yeah, that's like some of the things they have are so hot. Like, I don't even understand that. It's like, my God, I'm like, I'm a Viking. We got to like put a little pepper on there, and that's all we need.
Little salt and pepper. I'm a little Polish boy. Ketchup's hot for me sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. You got me sweating.
But we went to the War Monument Museum, and it was really interesting, to see what they were fighting for. Trying not to have democracy, but you look here and it's all around. It's everywhere. It's business enterprise, people having their own businesses, bigger companies coming in and stuff. It's not. It doesn't smack me as like the communism, like when I went to Cuba.
Yeah.
When everybody was giving money to the government and stuff, and they could only have so much. There's a free market here.
Even the religion aspect of things, it's when I think of dictatorship, I think of, they tell you what you can and can't believe, and it's not what I expected.
No, that pink church we went to last night and attended mass was pretty incredible.
Yeah, that looked really cool. I like doing that too. Like when I'm traveling, hit churches that are somewhere local, because I think that's pretty fun to see.
Yeah, well, and it's neat when you can, even though you can't speak the language, just because you're used to the traditions of whatever your faith might be, you still have an idea of what's going on and where you're at. Cool.
It's
like
you can still feel it, like you don't have to understand the language. It's like going to an opera. You can. Yeah. I've been to things like that where I didn't have a clue what anybody was saying, but you can really feel it. So that's pretty.
But the costs is something really that you take into, and you can really take advantage of here with like an Uber. We went for like 35-minute Uber ride in traffic, and it was like a $2 Uber ride.
It's like what?
It's just crazy cheap. If we pay dinner and it's it's never over $6
for both of us.
Both of us.
That's what's so nice when the dollar has the value like that, man. When you can hit those trips, that makes all the difference in the world. And that means for them to come here, it's the other way. They get hammered. So it costs them a fortune, but that's their problem, I guess. I like it. I like it when you can travel and afford to go. And when I was in Portugal, it was like that. It was just like dirt cheap to eat, and you ate like a king. I'm like, I got our bill at a restaurant, and it was me and the kids. And I asked the guy, I was like, was this everybody? And he's like, yeah, all 3 meals. I thought they just brought my bill out because it was like $28 or $30 or something like that. And we picked the fish out of an aquarium, and then they killed it and cooked it for you. I'm like, for $30, I'll sit here all day just to watch you kill the fish and cook them up. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Free entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty cool. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yes,
it's good to see you. It's good to see. I was telling the story again about how surprised I was when you came to the maze and standing 3 feet from you, and I'm like, look at the girl taking pictures. I'm like, why is she taking pictures? I'm like, then they hit you like Santa Claus is there. It's like, what the hell?
Either Santa Claus has gone on a diet or I need to.
But it was just so funny because it was like, like when you know somebody your whole life, and then you just don't expect that to be standing right in front of you, so you don't even notice it. That
was really cool to get to meet the boys and a lot of the other monsters, and pretty cool.
That was really cool. So that was awesome. Enjoy your trip. I can't wait to follow along with it. None of the kids are over there for any reason, are they?
No. Dustin's in California doing military stuff, and the other 2 are working their jobs, living life.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's good. We'll have a good time. Are you going to be gone for a long time? Like 5 weeks again?
No, 3, and then we come home for 10, and we turn and burn to go to Belize for 5 weeks.
Oh,
that's awesome, man. Get those miles piled in now while you can. When it runs out,
how cold it is in Minnesota right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just talking about that. Like, it was like, no thanks. Like, that's why I wouldn't go back at all. Like, you go, yeah,
Yeah, no.
minus 5. You're like, yeah, we were gonna do a 10-day turn and burn, but now we just turned our tickets in and did a burn right to Belize.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stay there.
That's awesome. Well, have a great time, and I hope we see you guys in September when
fun.
we're all in Minnesota.
Cool beans.
Good.
Cool beans. You guys
Awesome.
take care. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Awesome. See you guys. That was
That's cool.
awesome.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
so that was kind of a fun little surprise. I don't get a lot of visitors from Vietnam, so that was pretty epic. So
That's pretty
No.
cool.
now I'm really done.
I think I am too.
I gotta go take a shower because I'm all sweaty. Because one thing I didn't tell you, I got my fat ass on a scale today, and I didn't realize how much weight I gained doing 100,000 miles on a motorcycle, eating pizza, and I drank a lot of Diet Dr. Pepper, but evidently drinking Diet Dr. Pepper does not counteract Twinkies, pizza, just whatever else I can find, whatever else I can find. So Dylan's comment, go put some pants on. I did put pants on. I
Stand
put
up.
shorts on.
Oh,
See
you
this?
did. Oh.
I did. And when I went and got my hat, they were giving me a hard time because I had to go find my hat, and I was sitting at my desk, and I was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm in my underwear, so don't be alarmed when I get up." Yeah, so I just got up and left, and got to see my tidy brownies. They're black. I don't know what color they were. Black.
I think they were black. Yeah.
Yep. So they're black. So it was all good. But I did put a pair of shorts on when I was getting my hat. So
Okay. We were giving you crap, but yeah.
yep. That's awesome. I'd stand up with these shirts. I had shirts on either way, so it's all good. Awesome. Well, everybody have a good week. Misty, have a good week. I would think about calling in sick all week and not going in. It's cold outside. How long do you let your car warm up before you go?
A while. 20 minutes, half hour, something like
20?
that. 20
Well,
minutes.
when I lived in Minnesota, I used to start my truck when I went to bed. And that's when I would that's how I started my truck to go to work in the morning, because I had to leave at 4:30, 5 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm not getting up any earlier to start my truck. So I just start it and let it run all night long. The diesels were the best. And there was one time in Minnesota, I let my truck run for 6 weeks straight in Minnesota and never shut it off for 6 weeks. And I thought that was pretty funny, but
that is
most people don't understand that at all. Just come home and leave your truck running, because I had to go plow snow in the middle of the night, and then we had to pour concrete once daylight came. So,
what if you knew how cold it was? I pumped gas today, and I felt like I burnt my hand. I didn't have gloves on. How cold the pump was.
Yeah, especially when you're holding that pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that gas is not like water. Water would freeze. The gas won't freeze. So that gas will be whatever the freezing point is, but the gas could be 10 below zero. The feel of it, that's awful.
Yeah, it was awful.
No thanks.
Yeah. So everybody get out and do your the paintings for Gavin. You gotta, I don't know. What am I trying to say?
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah,
you got to be on
and
claim your spots.
Yes,
because I don't know how many spots are going to be every day. Today there was 50. Tomorrow there might be 7. I have no idea how he's going to do it.
Yeah, there was 20 before, but I don't think there would be that 50. Probably. Who knows? Yeah.
Yep. Amy was making a comment. I left it in gear one time because I left my truck running all night, and twice I left it in gear and it drove away.
Oh, you're kidding.
I left it in, or one time I left it in gear and it drove into the garage and ran into my lawnmower.
Oh, no.
And another time I left it in neutral. I had a different truck, and that one was a stick, and it rolled down the hill and went in the swamp. After it ran all night long. So I did have a couple of mishaps. The Goat's Journey says there'll be 50 spots tomorrow. So 9 a.m., claim your spots, get out there and hit it up. So let's see if we can get those 50 spots sold. And Gavin has spoken, and it's going to be 50 spots daily. So and then they're going to spin the wheel when he gets home. So he's a busy kid. He's got school, and then he has therapy he's got to go to. So he's always doing something. So
Gotcha. He's a busy kid.
yep. Well, thank you. Did a nice job.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you getting all the news. Sherry and Jay, have a great time in Vietnam if you're still watching. Amy, be safe out in Colorado. Everybody else, do whatever you're doing and try to ride for honor and have a good time. I want to see Dylan. Dylan, you riding all week? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I never rode my motorcycle this time of year in Minnesota. Not in one time in the 35, 40 years or whatever we lived there. I never once rode it this time of year unless I trailered it down south.
It's super slippery out. I don't think so. Mm-mm.
It's god awful. There's no joy in that at all. And Happy New Year, Adam. So that is pretty good. Good luck tomorrow with your painting, Gavin, and everybody else. Good luck trying to score a win on that. I have a feeling I'm going to invest every day for the next, I don't know how many he has, but they must have had 10. So whatever it is, it'll go on for a few days. So that's that. I got to go because my Vikings are going to play tonight, and I'm going to go watch some football.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the Vikings. Yep.
Awesome. Is it on right now?
I don't know. I think so.
It's just starting.
I don't know. I think it
I
is.
don't know either. I'll go figure it out. All right, go
Yeah.
Vikings. We'll see you later.
Have a good
Everybody.
night. Have a good week.